everyone, welcome back to my channel. So about 11 months ago I posted a video called What It's Like to Be a Marketing Major, or All About My Major, and it has done really well. But since I posted that, I've gotten so many questions from people on Instagram, on YouTube, like everywhere, just asking more questions about marketing, how I sort of compare it to other programs and what it involves from people considering marketing. So I wanted to make this video basically to help people determine if marketing is the right major for them, because I do think I made some mistakes in choosing marketing, and in other ways I don't think I did. But I just wanted to talk about sort of the different options there are if marketing is something you feel like you might be interested in. So first off, I want to start by saying that I am in a marketing program. I'm not in a public relations or communications or digital marketing program or anything like that. I am just straight up marketing. And I think that is where my disappointment in my program came. Because for me, I am not interested in the numbers. I'm not interested in sorting through 10,000 people's data to find out who bought shoes in the last month. Like, that to me is not what I want to do. I don't want to be the person that crunches the numbers for the creative people that get to then go on and promote that. That's not what I want to do, and so I do think I made that mistake when choosing my program. And I think other people make that mistake too, because I've seen plenty of videos from people in very similar programs, if not the exact same program as me, who have been disappointed by their programs. And that is sort of where this video comes from, because I have gotten a lot of questions about that. I want to talk about the difference between the programs that I just mentioned, between marketing and public relations and professional communications and things like that, because they are all different and will suit different people better. I personally think I probably should have gone into professional communications, not marketing, but that to me was something like completely different, something I didn't consider. When I thought professional communications, I am someone who has tons of anxiety when it comes to presentations and like talking in front of people and things like that. And so for me, just like the sound of that scared me off, and I wish it hadn't, because the professional communications classes I have taken have been some of the easiest classes I've ever taken in my life. I think I'm really strong when it comes to writing and like getting a message across clearly and concisely. One of my high school teachers used to tell me that I was too clear and concise, so I had to add more to what I wrote. And I think that professional communications isn't about that. It's not about adding, extra frills to things. It's about getting your point across quickly and easily. And so I think I would have done really well in that if I had chosen to go that direction. And obviously I didn't, and I wish I had. But sort of the difference when it comes down to it is professional communication is going to be more the fun side of marketing, I think, how I look at it. It's going to be like your social media posts, your blog posts, your YouTube posting, your Twitter stuff, like all of that, sort of anything that has to do with communicating with the public is going to fall into that category. So while I would consider that in a way digital marketing, because you are marketing yourself through social media, that in itself is just considered communication, basically. And that is something I wish I had known, wish I had thought of that. I would have 100% done better in that program than I'm doing in marketing currently. I'll probably do a professional communications certificate or something later on, just because that is more what I want to do. And so that's sort of something to consider. The other thing I get asked about a lot is public relations in comparison to marketing. A lot of people get into marketing because they want to get into public relations. Public relations is not commonly offered as a degree in itself. You're going to need a communications or a marketing degree first, and then you get your certificate or diploma in public relations. Again, if you're going to go into public relations, you're probably going to want to go with communications as your major, because that's again what it is. You're communicating, and public relations is just how to use that communication with the general public. And so that's going to be things like press releases and like more formal business is sort of how I understand public relations versus professional communication, whereas professional communication to me means more like, blog posts, social media aspect, but like they do still deal with like the news and things like that. But public relations I find is more press release, news conference type writing, things like that. And that's something that's a little bit different, whereas my marketing program is very much based on, I would be, if I were to get a job right out of my marketing program, I would be the person who has all the data from everyone who's purchased from the store in the last 4 years and determines who is possible to bring back to the store. Like, I go through all the data and I sort it all and, you know, make algorithms and things like that to get the people that we want to send the promotions to, but I don't make the promotions. I just find the people that we're going to send them to, essentially. So for me, that is just like not what I'm interested in the slightest. I hate numbers, I hate math, I would not want to be involved in that part. I did take a class on that. It was interesting. I didn't do great in it, but it was what it was. That sort of is something I wasn't expecting with marketing. I didn't realize that marketers are the ones that have to find all that stuff. I always thought that would be more like financial analysts, I guess, would say, oh, these customers are profitable and these ones aren't. But that does fall under the category of marketing, which is something I didn't know. Again, I wish I had known. But like I said, that is what it is. There are other options. Communications, again, is something I wish I had really seriously considered, because originally I was like, what are you going to do with a communications degree? Like, I feel like it sounds dumb, and I feel bad saying that because there are totally people who major in that, and that's totally fine. But to me, like, I was like, why do you need to major in communication? But I feel like it's just a way of saying that, like, almost like an English program, but without all the Shakespeare kind of thing. Like, you're learning how to write things properly to big companies, or you're learning how to arrange things through email or whatever, like how to organize things effectively through communication. You're not just like learning how to talk, you know? And so I think that is something that I wish I had considered, that marketing and professional communications are very closely linked. They are two things that, you know, like go hand in hand. If you majored in marketing, you could minor in communications, or the other way around. I think that would be like probably the best combination if that was something you want to get into. But that's sort of just what I wanted to say about marketing. Again, if you have any other questions, like I said, I get them all the time, so feel free to leave them down below, or you can try my Instagram. I don't always check my Instagram DMs, but if you want to just comment down below, I can answer them to the best of my ability. And I think I'm going to keep doing sort of videos like this because, like I said, people seem to be really interested in marketing as a major. And I think it's because, like, in my case, it's very confusing to sort of figure out which section you want to be in. Whereas, like, even digital marketing, there's no real, where I live anyway, there's no real, like, full degree on digital marketing. It's all certificates and things like that. But I feel like that's what a lot of people want to get into. So you have to get into something first to sort of stepping stone your way into that. So that's kind of, you know, again, something I wish I had known, something that should be known. But that is all for this video, so thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you do want to see more videos about school and my life and marketing and things like that. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.